guys, welcome to my Venus through sign series. This is for Venus in Taurus. I've explained how to find your Venus and left that video in the description box for you to view forever. So let's go ahead and get started for those of you that know where your Venus is sitting. And if it's in Taurus, this is for you. And this is for February 11th through the 28th, 2019. All right, so central issue, heart of the matter, I have the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, Judgment, the Moon, Goddess of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Okay, so with the central issue being the Two of Cups, I see two people who are attracted to one another, two people who are maybe in love and just now learning about each other, but there is it's definitely like a strong soulmate connection that I'm feeling from these two people. And I feel like the two of you have shared some sort of past life together. And maybe you're just now realizing that you're trying to figure out, why is my soul so connected to this person? Why am I feeling drawn towards this person? And I feel that, you know, your spirit is what is leading you towards this connection, because it's time. It's like the time has arisen for you guys to connect. I feel like you're hearing a silent call. I'm looking at the trumpet, and you know, I feel like this is a silent call of your soul to connect with this soulmate. So just keep following the steps. I feel like it's being laid out for you. It's really simple to get to this person. Now also, on a mundane level, I see this as possibly receiving a phone call from someone that shares a connection with you. Now, somebody might be shy. One or both of you could have been holding your feelings in for the other person, and now you're just now opening up. Maybe it's been taking you a minute to connect. Maybe you were having a hard time listening to your intuition, or trusting or believing that this person was for you. Like you could still be going through doubts, especially looking here at the moon. For some of you, there may be someone who you know is your soulmate, or who you know you're supposed to be with, but you are saying, nope, I refuse to believe that. I just refuse to, for whatever reason. Maybe you think it's too good to be true. Maybe for whatever reason you're afraid of this connection. But I feel like you're being drawn here, with especially the moon. Like you may be having a hard time coming towards this person, or maybe they're having a hard time coming towards you. Either way, it's almost like you guys are just both afraid of this connection. And especially when I was talking about having like that past life connection, you know, this is your calling. It's time for you to face your fears here. It's the day of reckoning for that. You know, it's like, hey, you had a karmic contract or a soul contract with someone. And when I say karmic, it doesn't always have to be bad. But it means that at some point on an astral plane, before you guys came down here, you had an agreement. Hey, let's work this out. Or I need you to teach me about unconditional love. Well, I need you to be the volunteer for that. Or I need to learn what it's like to feel rejected. I need you to come teach me that. I need you to help me face my fears. I need a partner, somebody to help me you know, face the rest of my fears. You know, I don't want to do it alone. Will you come help me? So whatever the case, I feel like you're being connected with this person because you guys had some sort of agreement. And sometimes the connection is so intense that it's scary. You may have also been dreaming about each other. There also could be something that's very opposite about the two of you. Maybe one is an introvert, one is an extrovert. It could be opposites in race. It could be opposites in anything. Or it could be something unusual like being the same sex, but yet feeling so drawn to this person. Maybe it's opposite from society standards. And yes, this is 2019, but you know, a lot of people still have an issue with same-sex relationships. So you're being called to walk down this path. And two, some of you might have to go through the dark night of the soul before you can connect with the partner. So the only thing that's holding you back is yourself. Something else I was getting ready to say here. Oh, yes. And also, as far as timing, when this person could come along, definitely could have something to do with one of the moon cycles. We are coming upon a full moon. I believe, when is the full moon? Is going to be in... Is it going to be in Leo or Cancer? The next full moon that's coming up, I know somebody's going to just write it down here, so you're welcome to do that. Just make sure you're not the 30th person writing when the next full moon is. But I see something as far as timing, like someone revealing themselves or their feelings coming out, whether it's voluntarily or someone drinks too much and it comes out involuntarily. So, but that possibility could be happening on the next full moon. Now then the following after that, for me, it could be when moon and sun are opposite from one another. So either way, I feel that there's a need for you to walk this path in order to get to, you know, this connection. If this can also, it doesn't have to apply to love either, but as far as following your passions, like there are some things that you have to go through emotionally. Like there's something that you could be afraid of, but it's something that you need to do. Like say for instance, you're a writer and you want to write your story so bad, but you're afraid of being judged, what people will say to you, especially more so by your family. Maybe you don't care about what other people will say, but you're concerned about what your family would say. This is saying, hey, you've got to go down that path. You know, this is because you agreed to it. This is something that you said you were going to do in this life. So any type of job situation, in order to follow your passions or to do what you're passionate about, you have to go through this territory of fear. You're going to be faced with all sorts of emotions that come out of nowhere. You could find yourself easily over emotional. As you try to find yourself or as you try to reach your goal. But I do feel like you're going to reach that goal. You are going to be successful. You're going to overcome whatever all of this is, and you are going to be triumphant. You're going to come out victorious. And not only that, this is like some sort of self-mastery. You will have mastered your fears. You will have them in check. They will no longer rule over you. You will reign over your deep subconscious fears because you're setting boundaries and you're reclaiming your power, because your fears have been the things that have held you back or have made you fail over and over again. Whether you've been failing in school, relationships, career, finances. So I do feel like some of you too might be very emotional because you're with child. Maybe this is the first time you're a mother. Maybe you got pregnant unexpectedly and you have deep fears that you know, am I going to be able to provide? Will I be a good mother? Can I still be a mother this late in age? Maybe you're trying to get pregnant in a late age or any age, and you've just been having trouble. And you had a fear that you're not going to be successful. I feel like you just have to keep pushing and doing everything possible to conceive, because this is showing that you're going to have victory at some point. Now, this is for, you know, just a like 2.5, 3 week reading, but this might be for some of you something that's ongoing. I just feel like if this is ongoing, regardless, this is showing some sort of victory. Now, victory also can be some sort of self-realization. So there could be something that you need to understand about yourself and life in general that you are going to be successful at. Now, I also see some sort of confusion in regards to relationships, or like for some of you, you could be torn between two different people, or torn between career and the person you love, or torn between, it could be any type of situation where you have to make a decision, a difficult decision. And you're having to use your intuition, but sometimes you get overwhelmed with emotion and you just can't seem to make the right decision. You're going to overcome whatever this is. But I also see that this is some sort of ongoing cycle for some of you. I see too that for some of you, this is some sort of on-off relationship. And you're like, why can't I get rid of this person? You guys keep just being drawn back together. Or if it's a job situation, you keep being drawn back to the same type of work. If you're wanting to break free and do something new, you keep being drawn back to that same situation because you have not fully understood the lesson that you came here to learn. This is, again, why the Judgment card is showing up. Unfinished business. Incomplete, something's incomplete, or something needs to be reviewed. Maybe there was some errors. It's like, you didn't quite pass. Let's put you back in here in this situation so that you can understand what it is that you keep missing. And that is the reason why you keep getting put with maybe the same person. Maybe it's a new relationship, but you keep attracting the same type of people. They're just in a different package. But it's always, that's like, for instance, you keep attracting alcoholics. It's like, why do I keep getting alcoholics? Like, what is it with me and alcoholics? You need to figure that out. You know, what is this? Something in your soul drunk? Are you, what do you call it? Under the influence or under some sort of illusion within yourself, you know, that there's something to it. What message, what is the lesson? It's time for you to really kind of look at that, especially if you're currently in a relationship and you're confused about this relationship. There's a need for you to really dissect it. This is like really dissecting. See how she parted the waters? I feel like this is having to dissect something very deep. Like a surgery, and try to figure out, like, okay, this person, I notice, you know, what do they project? What am I projecting? Or, you know, how is this person a part of me? How is this person a projection of me? You know, there's just really a need for you to kind of pay attention to their habits, and ask yourself, are you doing those things? You know, am I doing this and that? Am I mean to people, or do I lie to people? Am I lying to myself? There's something that you just kind of need to figure out. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you should continue to follow your intuition here. I feel like you're being led to clarity and led to the truth. And I feel like for some of you too, to try to play something safe, or you try to straddle the fence, you need to break that habit. You know, you need to get into the habit of making split decisions. Stop overthinking things and just make a decision. If you fail, you fail. You'll learn from it. If you succeed, then you understand what success feels like. But you just need to go ahead and make that decision. Now, as far as love, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be any sign, but those are the ones that I'm seeing. But yeah, so I feel like there's a need for you to, that fear is there for a reason. You need to explore it so that you can stop having these anxieties or these fears or whatever it is that you're experiencing. All right, so I hope this has helped. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. I do take phone calls, but you can't pre-schedule those. Only wait for when I'm posted up that I'm taking the phone calls. And yes, sometimes I'm unavailable because I'm on call after call after call. So hopefully you can get through. Make sure you are subscribed so that you can see the notification of when I'm taking calls. Thank you guys all for watching, and many blessings to you.